would like to inform you today of some solutions to the problem of drinking and driving. Two of the most effective ways that me and my other group members have come up with to decrease the number of drunk driving accidents is to drink at home at the end of the day when you don't plan on going anywhere else. Give your keys to somebody and have a little bit of alcohol if that's what you want to do. Or if you absolutely must go out with people to drink, then have a specific designated driver and do not influence them in any way to drink. I feel one of the most effective ways to cut down drinking and driving is to stay at home and drink. Don't do it first thing in the morning, but at the end of the day, if you absolutely must have some alcohol, give your keys to somebody who you can trust to keep you from taking them from them. This will ensure that you're not going to have the need to go somewhere. You're not going to feel like, oh, I'm okay, I'm going to drive, and I'm not going to get hurt. Just because you think it won't happen to you doesn't mean it can't. If you're not out in public drinking, you absolutely have no reason to get behind the wheel and drive after you've had alcohol. If you're at home, there's no need to go anywhere. You're already where you're going to sleep for the night. That's how I feel it would make it the safest. According to TechStock, impairment begins with the first drink. Your gender, your body weight, how much you've had, and the amount of food you've eaten in the course of the day will affect the impairment. This being said, it's much safer for someone who's consumed any amount of alcohol at all to not get behind the wheel and not drive. Just because in the past you may have had 4 beers and still be okay doesn't mean that all of the circumstances are exactly the same and you'll be okay. You just got lucky that you made it home alive after you got behind the wheel, after you consumed alcohol. There were so many different contributions to your impairment that you could just slightly alter one and you might be more drunk off those 4 beers than the last time. Another solution is having the designated driver that does not have any amount of alcohol at all. You can go out in public and have fun without having to drink. You decide before you get there who's going to be your designated driver, who's going to drive the group home, and you make sure that that person does not have any alcohol. They might say, oh, I'll just have one, I'll be okay. Do not let them drink anything at all. 1 beer can cause you to have enough impairment that you lose control of your vehicle. The CDC states that in 2013, 10,076 people were killed in alcohol-impaired driving crashes, accounting for nearly 1/3 of the United States' total traffic-related deaths in the United States. If upon going out, a designated driver is decided, that statistic should be cut down. If you have a designated driver, then you should not have to worry about losing control of your vehicle and hurting or killing you, yourself, somebody in your car, or somebody that's completely innocent that's just trying to drive home. DesignatedDriving.net estimates that designated drivers have saved 50,000 lives and have prevented many accidents. That's quite a bit of people whose lives have been saved by just simply asking one person in your group not to drink. That they can go out and not have anything at all just this one time. The only way for a designated driver to be effective is to be sure that they have not had anything and that they are perfectly willing to go out and not have anything. If you have a designated driver and they end up having any type of alcohol, it completely does away with anything you're trying to accomplish by designating them to drive. I personally know too many people that have had the designated driver and goes out and decides, oh, I'm just going to have a drink. It'll be okay. They're lucky they didn't end up in a car crash like this one. This looks pretty pretty deadly to me, and I don't think one beer is worth risking my life, somebody else's life, somebody in my car, or anything like that. So now with some solutions on your mind to the very deadly problem of drinking and driving, I'll turn to Chidi to give you some examples of a society that completely implements our ideas and solutions.